Alright, project at hand today is to replace this safe organizer. This is a Stack-On brand. I probably have it overloaded, but come on man, they should have known better I was going to overload it. So it's coming unstuck. It's just cheap, like Velcro kind of plastic. I'm sorry for the camera angle. I'm trying not to show any of the things that would be in a safe that would use these things that this organizer's for, if you know what I mean. But yeah, let's make it out of wood and replace this thing. Here's the measurements. We're gonna go ahead and make this safe organizer. I've got this backer board for a cabinet that I recycled, and you know, it's maybe an 1/8 inch thick. And honestly, I think that'll be perfect for making this little organizer. So we need 3 feet, and I reckon there's 3 feet right there. Let's see. Oh yeah. So let's cut this puppy up 8 inches wide, and then we'll use the rest to make the boxes. I just cut 2 at the width I needed, figuring that I'll take the other one and use it as the front pieces for the 3 organizer slots that I'm working on. That way I can just make the front of the pocket the same width as the back, and then all I need is 2 side pieces and a bottom. So hopefully that makes sense. I think that's how it's going to work, if it works at all. I've never really worked with material this small before, and I am not usually an intricate, small thing builder, so this is kind of a first for me. So if I do something stupid, be sure to let me know. Okay, so as you do when you're winging it, you gotta figure out how deep you want your pockets to be, and obviously I've got an 1/8 inch piece of wood, so I'll set that. I think 4 inches is deep enough. Thinking about some of the things you might put in a safe, like magazines and different accessories, choke tubes and stuff like that. I feel like you go any deeper than about 4 inches, and then you're going to lose it in the pocket. Well, that's what she said. So I'm going to cut them to 4 inches and see how that looks. Alright, so I think 4 inches makes sense. I just realized the back of this is stained, didn't even look at it, but the veneer on the front of it really chopped up real bad with the saw. So I'll probably end up using it like that, but I feel like that's the right depth, you know, about the depth of my hand. And then I'll just cut, I don't know, 2 inches? That sounds right. 2 inch piece, same length. And then another 8 inch piece, which should be easy. I just have to cut the right depth because I've already got the right length. Yeah. It makes sense in my head. Probably doesn't make a lick of sense on video, but I'm going to keep rolling. Okay, so now we've got our bottoms cut out. So basically it will sit like that and like that. And you know, I gave myself a little room in the measurement. I might just cut a piece that's this width and then attach it to the side. Keep it simple so I don't have to try and fuss with fitting one into that little pocket, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like it. I'm doing that. So as it turns out, this is hard to demonstrate with one hand here, but with this as the bottom, and hang on 1 second, let me get a better view. Anyway, with this as the bottom and this as the front, the side dimensions are actually, obviously, this, can you see that? Yeah, 4, and then this is exactly 3, because I did 2.5 just on a whim. So I've got another 4 inch piece, and then I'll cut it to 3 inches, and then I just need 6 of them. Rock and roll. Alright, we got all our pieces cut out how we want them. They are pretty rough though, a lot of little chip outs and stuff like that, so I think I'm going to grab some sandpaper or something, maybe a file. I don't know how to really sand this veneer, probably a sanding is the best thing to do. And I'll get these cleaned up. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do with them. I think just sanding them is going to be the right thing though, just to get the loose edges off, because I really don't care how it looks, because it's going to be hidden away in the safe for the rest of its life. But got a lot of pieces with big chip out and stuff like that, so try and get that cleaned up a little, make my life easier when I'm gluing up. Got this tool at a garage sale and I wasn't really sure how to feel about it. It's set up like a planer, like a hand planer, but the bottom is just like a cheese grater. And I bought it, you know, I paid like 50 cents for it, who cares? And I wanted to see how it would work. And honestly, it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. You know, there's no more frayed edges or anything like that. It's not pretty because I'm scratching up the veneer, but it doesn't really matter. So, I guess I'll put you on time lapse, but I wanted you to at least see what it's doing. Like, that just flakes off, but at least it's smooth and there's nothing sticking out anymore. And that's what I was really looking for. And it looks like I need to clean up this edge right here for sure. I'm not going to do that with this. Alright, I was about to start assembly when I realized that I haven't made my cut to the final length, so I'm going to use my brand new bandsaw here. It's just a cheap win. I chose it over the Harbor Freight option. No good reason. They looked about the same to me, honestly. Went and looked at the one in Harbor Freight and looked at this one, and honestly they're probably the exact same manufacturer and everything. But this one came from Walmart, and I can return it to Walmart if I have to within 90 days, which is the same for Harbor Freight. But Walmart's closer for me, so there you go. Return policy distance is the factor I chose. But I didn't know, I've never used a bandsaw with any length, so I really didn't know what to look for. Watched quite a few reviews and people were saying that this is actually a good machine. The main complaint is the knobs being plastic, but looks fine to me. I'm gonna give it a go and see what's going on here. I don't know how to get a good clip of this from the right angle, so I'm just gonna probably not video it, but I'm gonna cut it and then I'll come back. Alrighty. I definitely should have used this tool from the beginning for this. It makes a much cleaner cut with a lot less chip out, and I can make really small detailed cuts, which is what I need for this project. But so far so good with the Win bandsaw. It is a welcome addition to the shop. Okay, here's my assembly plan. I'm going to try pin nailing it together with some little 3/4 inch screws, pins, and some Titebond original. I think I'm going to make the little boxes first and then try to attach the boxes to the whole unit. That makes sense to me, so let's give that a try. Alrighty, we got ourselves the first little box here, and just wipe off. The fit and finish is not what I had hoped it to be, but it was all rough measurements, and I'm not very accurate with the nail gun, although I don't see any misses, so I can't be too upset. But the idea is there, The idea is this little part back here kind of sticks out enough to wrap around the edges and be attached. Yeah. First time seeing it myself, and I think I like it. Might have to pry it open a little bit to get it to attach, but you know, a good press fit is a great fit anyway. So I like the idea. I think it's gonna work. Okay, we got our 3 little boxes here. You know, some of them did not do well with the nails, and you know, at the end of the day, it's for me. I don't really care. It will work, and that's what I'm looking for. Work. You know, thinking about this one right here, though, I should probably reshoot that because it's not going to hold very well if I don't. Because it wasn't actually in the backer material. Yeah, you see, that's better. So I got it actually in the backer material. The glue will do the rest of the work that I need, but now it's time to attach it to the boards. Let me have a moment to measure out and get equal spacing, or I might just wing it, because equal spacing, I don't have equal amounts of things going in there. I don't have, you know, the same size item going in each pocket. So yeah, I'll probably just put one 6 inches down or whatever, and then another one in the middle, and then another one at the bottom. Okay, there we have it. 3 door pockets for a little safe. Happy with how it turned out. It feels pretty strong. I'm gonna be able to put a lot more in this than I could in this little soft organizer that I had, and it was free. So I'll get it installed and take a follow-up video to wrap this up. Okay, got it stuck on there with some VHB, very high bond by 3M, and that's what it looks like. Pretty happy with that. 3 drawers, shouldn't interfere with anything inside. Yep, looks good.